Day 17 of 100 days. Battle against destiny. God's altar versus Satan's altar. Topic: the resurrection of the dead and why it is necessary in spiritual warfare. The resurrection of the dead is a foundational doctrine of the Christian faith. It is not symbolic, it is literal and universal. Scripture affirms that every individual who has ever lived will be resurrected, either unto eternal life or eternal condemnation. Daniel 12:2, John 5:28-29. This truth is central to spiritual warfare because it establishes ultimate accountability, victory over death, and eternal destiny. Subtopic 1. The certainty of the resurrection. Key scriptures. Job 19:25-27, Isaiah 26:19, John 5:28-29, 1 Corinthians 15:12-22. Explanation. The resurrection is not a theological opinion, it is a divine certainty. Job, even in suffering, declared his confidence that he would see God in his flesh. Job 19:25-27. Jesus himself affirmed that all who are in the graves will hear his voice and come forth. John 5:28-29. In 1 Corinthians 15, Apostle Paul emphasizes that if there is no resurrection, then faith is futile. The resurrection of Jesus Christ is the prototype and guarantee of the believer's resurrection. In spiritual warfare, this truth dismantles fear. Satan uses the fear of death as a weapon of bondage, but the certainty of resurrection gives believers boldness. When a believer understands that death is not the end, intimidation loses its power. Spiritual warfare insight. The assurance of resurrection breaks the stronghold of fear and empowers believers to stand firm, knowing that victory transcends physical life. Subtopic 2. The two outcomes of resurrection, life or condemnation. Key scriptures. Daniel 12:2, John 5:29, Revelation 20:12-13. Explanation. The Bible clearly teaches that resurrection is universal, but outcomes differ. Resurrection unto life, glory and honor. Resurrection unto shame and everlasting contempt. Revelation 20 describes the final judgment where the dead are judged according to their works. This reveals that resurrection is tied to eternal accountability. In spiritual warfare, this truth